Hello everyone and welcome back to Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life Special Edition. This is Showboat, and today we'll be starting up the 4th day of summer. No, I do not want to save. If I sound any different today, know that it is because I have spent the entire day today. I've spent the entire day today reinstalling my operating system. Do I have a minute? For what? Is the cow ready to go inside? Yay! Yay! It's ready to go inside. Huzzah. It's about time. Oh, and it actually automatically puts me out here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, if things are different in any way, know that it is because I have completely reinstalled my operating system. Yes, the reason why I reinstalled my operating system is because I have incorporated a couple of new drives in my system. Well, technically, 3 new drives in my system. I have added 3 things. I have added an M.2 512 gigabyte Samsung whatever the heck its name is, 950 SSD. Yeah, Samsung 950, I think, is what it's called. And it has 512 gigabytes in it. It's cool. I like it very much. My Odyssey lasted all day getting my OS installed on it. And as I've mentioned before, the other 2 are 500 gigabyte normal solid state drives that yeah, that they do work. They replace the old RAID array, which is great. Now, here's the thing. My little adapter that I planned on buying for this particular upgrade, in order to more easily put in the M.2 drive, hasn't arrived yet. So you might be wondering, what did I do to actually get the M.2 installed? Well, as it turns out, I was actually looking inside my PC because, oh my god, I hadn't actually looked at it yet. I found out, I saw that, yeah, the M.2 port's like right between the 2 graphics cards. It's like it's between them. So there's space there. It's essentially in the same slot, if you could say that, like between the 2 slots that I have the AverMedia Live Gamer HD hooked up into, which is this right now, here. So yeah, it was in that like slot. So here's the fun part. I had to actually get my hand down in there to install the thing without removing the graphics cards, otherwise I would have to drain the entire water cooling loop. But wait, there's more. I wasn't able to actually use my hands. My hands are too big to install this M.2, and it has to be pushed in sideways. Well, horizontally, not vertically. It has to be pushed in horizontally, so I ended up using like a pair of tweezers and a screwdriver in order to actually push it into its socket, and then screw it down. But I eventually got that installed. The unfortunate part was that I also had managed to bump my hand up too hard against one of the tubes of the water cooling, the tube that connects the 2 graphics cards, and it drained that tube out into the graphics card. That wasn't so fun. It wasn't a lot of liquid. Like it was very, 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 very little, and it went like straight through and dried really quickly. It was a pain because then I realized, oh hey, maybe this tube is a little bit too short, so I ended up cutting another length of fresh tube for that connection, so there's now a longer tube connecting the two graphics cards. It sort of makes a U shape to, like, towards the left. I've got, like, these angled fittings, adapters, like 90-degree angles, and on each graphics card they point left. So I have the tube coming out of one and going into the other in this, like, horseshoe shape. And I just needed a longer length, clearly. So I was able to do that. Then I wanted to try and be smart about installing my operating system by taking out the other hard drives first, like unhooking all the other hard drives until after the OS was installed. Yeah, I did that, and I wasted about 3 hours of my life. Because, as it turns out, the thing operates off of the SATA ports that are normally in RAID mode when there's stuff hooked up to those ports, like actual normal drives. The M.2 port sort of eats two of the SATA ports that would be included as available for RAID arrays. So it essentially uses two SATA ports. Like, I can't use two of them if I'm using the M.2, and if I'm using those two, I can't use the M.2. It's interesting how it's supposedly set up. But what I didn't know is that if there's nothing populating any of those SATA ports, it doesn't actually start that connection in RAID. And I think it might start it in AHCI or IDE. I don't know. It's not in RAID. I know for certain. So when I hooked up the drives in the RAID array, my system wouldn't boot Windows off of this drive. And that took me quite some time to figure out that that was the case. I've had something similar happen before, so I was able to actually figure it out eventually, but that was like years ago. So I ended up having to have everything hooked up all together and then reinstall Windows on that drive from scratch, clean installation. Just kill everything. Formatted the drive, undid all of the updated stuff that I spent a lot of time doing. It was nuts. It was nuts, but I got it done, and everything's working. I've transferred over a lot, like my entire Steam installation's transferred to the new SSD RAID array. All of that's brand new and moved over. I've got a lot of the... There's still more stuff I need to transfer over to that RAID array. I mean, it ended up being... Let's see what it ended up being. 931 gigs after all the... Oh, I actually found the stone tablet. Nice. Excellent. So that's the only stone tablet we're going to find over the course of these 2 years. So next year there won't be another one, but next chapter there will be. So I'm glad I found that. I'll probably never go in here until chapter 3. Now that I found that. That's my whole purpose of coming here to begin with. So, yeah, I did that. The system is currently not quite up to date. I still need to do the November 11th OS update, like the really big one that like completely installs your operating system again, kind of deal. I need to do that update, but I've been getting. I was limited by time because I had to get my daily run for Binding of Isaac rendered and uploaded before 8 p.m. and it's just barely managed. It's like a few minutes late. It's currently 8:48 p.m. recording this video. But that video went up it was scheduled for 8. It finished processing probably at like 8:05, so it was just slightly late because I was just barely able to get Creative Cloud reinstalled with Premiere. Fortunately, all the settings for Creative Cloud, those are in the cloud, so I don't have to worry about all of the new setting stuff. The only unfortunate part is that I've completely forgot all of my VST plugins that were part of the old Windows install. I completely forgot them to bring them over. So yeah, I ended up losing, I guess it's 5 p.m. or something. Oh, no, I don't want to leave. Oh, it said door. No wonder. I lost the separate plugin for the background noise reduction, which was a very nice plugin because it doesn't have as much of a delay as the one built into Adobe Audition. Right now I am using the one that's built into Adobe Audition. I have gone through and I've made additional adjustments to basically everything with the file for the recording setup. So yeah, if I sound a little bit different, that would be why. I think I'll just end now. So yeah, that is that. I currently have Photoshop, Illustrator, and Acrobat and After Effects currently downloading through Creative Cloud. Yeah, it's the tablet. Yeah, you better take care of the tablet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep everything else, thanks. Thank you very much. I'm here doing all your work for you, buddy. So how about we feed our ducks? That might be a thing that we can do now that Takakura has arrived. Hope preferably with the bird feed in tow. That would be most ideal. For a moment there, I completely forgot that the ducks exist. That we have ducks now. I need to actually make that a new habit. If they're not, they're probably sick by now, but we shall see. We shall see if I have sick ducks. Probably want to sell the male. It's completely pointless. Like 100% pointless. It's just for vanity. In fact, basically all the things are just for vanity. Everything but cows are for vanity. May as well take 1 unit of fertilizer. Sure. Alright, I keep forgetting to do this. Yeah, put in a crop. I will put in a banana. I will put in a banana. Each of these will produce 2 seeds for that particular crop at the same rank as that crop. So you could take something that you've used an upseed on, for instance. That's rank S. You can get its fruit, that should also be at rank S, and make a whole bunch of rank S stuff, which is good. And then, since it's rank S at that point, you can later on go and use something like gem soil on it. Let's do our peaches next. So that's like how you can end up making a fair bit of money off of hybrid crops in particular. It's still not worth it for standard crops. Standard crops do not make you much money at all in this game, which sucks because the title is frickin' Harvest Moon. Wait, did I not do the thing? Put it inside, thanks. It was put here. Uh-oh. Well. That is not very nice, game. That is not very nice. So, this is also my problem with the game. This particular game, so we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk for the rest of this episode, and next time we'll redo this day. The problem with doing hybrids and actually getting into crops is that you have to be in this room for extended periods of time, and this room is also one of those areas where the game will hang. You know where else you know what other areas the game will hang? Takakura's house. So when you're doing all your stuff with Tartan, there's a chance the game will just hang there as well, permanently. It'll do this, it'll die on you. And this is a feature of the game. This is a feature of the game. I think that this happens even in the base original game. This was a problem I was having. This was the reason why I stopped this Let's Play to begin with on the GameCube version of this game. Because I was unable to even remotely completely cover all of the hybrid stuff. It did this one too many times while covering hybrid stuff on the original Let's Play, so... Yeah, so let's talk about my day on this frozen screen with the music going in the background. There's nothing I can do, and if I restart, the video file will stop, and then I'll lose audio for all the rest of the video, so whatever. So, yeah, I'm still working on getting the software side of things back up and running exactly as it was before. But a few things to note. For one, the game... I'm looking at this screen right now. This game doesn't quite look as washed out as it used to. I don't know what happened with the process of reinstalling the driver and the software for My Live Gamer HD, but this game is looking really vibrant right now. It used to look like up to this point, it looked like it had this, white haze about it. And this looks rather clear, to be honest. I just don't know what's gone on with that. Of course, the PC's running wonderfully with the new solid-state drive that it's hooked up to, replacing the old RAID 0 that the OS was on. This particular SSD is, I think it's supposed to be at least 75% faster than what I had before in terms of read speed. Not so much write speed, but read speed, yeah, it's much faster than before. So startup is a dream now. I enjoy startup, and shutdown is actually much faster as well. It's practically instantaneous shutdown of my system now, which is cool for rebooting every time I install something new. So I've talked a lot about what I did today. What did I do yesterday? Not much. I was in for a long time. I was at the university for a while. I had the morning class to help with my work, you know. That was at 8 a.m. I then graded until about 12:45 when my brain turned off while grading. We're mostly done with it, fortunately. What else? I had my advisor meeting at 3, went over a bunch of figures for my research that I'll have to finish editing, although do the comments he made, take care of those, and send them out to the rest of the class for Wednesday, and I'll have to do that on Monday. So, yeah, that was the day yesterday, and this has been the day today. With that, I thank you all for watching. This has been Showboat. I'll see you next time, where we're gonna repeat this day, and I'll preferably feed the ducks a little sooner. I guess I'm not going to put seeds in the seed maker, clearly. We're gonna go through that animation again of the cow being taken out of the hutch and all that business. And we'll have to find the tablet again. Isn't that wonderful? We'll have to find the tablet again. I'll see you all then.